Hey guys, welcome back to our last night of VBS, where all week long we have been learning about Jesus' power. Jesus even had the power to come back to life after he had died, and that is such great news for us. Now, Jesus' friends shared that news with their friends, and those friends told their friends, and those friends told their friends. There were so many people hearing about this good news. Pretty soon there was 5,000 new people who loved Jesus. That's a lot of friends, isn't it? Sometimes when you have a big group like that, it's hard to get along. But Jesus' friends did get along. He helped them. He showed them how. Because Jesus' power helps us be good friends. That's our Bible point for tonight. In Acts 2, the Bible tells us how all those people showed how they were good friends. Jesus' followers met in the temple every day to learn and to worship Jesus. That's what we've been doing this week too. It's kind of a little different this year since we're doing it at our homes, but I hope you found some new ways to connect with your family, maybe with some friends. Think about some of the things you've learned this week. Maybe how Jesus' power helps you to be bold, or that you can live in heaven with him forever. The people spent time together with their new friends at their houses, eating dinner together, learning, getting to know each other better. Even though there were so many people, Jesus' power helped them be good friends. Now, Jesus' power helped his friends do big, surprising things too, miracles, like healing blind people and sick people. We heard this week about a man whose legs had been healed. Some people who died even came back to life. It was an exciting time, and Jesus' friends loved to pray and to talk to their friend Jesus together, and that's something that you can do with your friends too. Sometimes it's not always easy to love people. Our Bible verse today tells us that when we remember how much Jesus loves us, it helps us love each other. Now, our verse for today is John 15, verse 12. Love each other as I have loved you. Now, Jesus' friends weren't just loving to one another. Sometimes that's the easy part, is being nice to your friends. But they were amazed at how nice Jesus' friends were to everyone. More and more people wanted to join Jesus every day. There were so many new friends. I know that if we had been at VBS at church this year, you would have made some new friends here. But I hope you did with your friends, maybe from the neighborhood, maybe your siblings. I hope you look for other ways that you can make new friends this summer too. Maybe it's at a new sports camp that you're going to, or a dance camp. Maybe there's some new friends in your neighborhood that you haven't met yet. Or maybe you're already looking forward to going back to school this fall and meeting some new friends there. Either way, I'm glad that you've joined us this week, and we're going to end with our theme song, Your Power Will Pull Us Through. I hope you learned a lot this week about Jesus' power, about trusting him, and that in whatever situation that you're in, Jesus' power will always pull you through.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power just to lead us. We're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
I heard everyone was steaming ahead with the last day of Rocky Railway. Glad you're here. I'm Lawrence Elk, not a moose, not a ram, but an excellent elk. Male elks are called bulls, and me and my bull buddies like to hang out way up in the Rocky Mountains. In the winter, we move down where we can find grass. But in the spring and summer, we head for the hills. It's important that we stick together with the herd. Some elk herds are as big as 400 friends. Although my antlers are big and strong, female elk or babies don't have these. And a hungry bear is hard to fight off. Speaking of these amazing antlers, they are pretty incredible if I do say so myself. Sometimes they come in handy when other herds get too close to mine, or I need to show another bull that I'm in charge. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads, even in our happy herd. But I try not to get too attached. Literally, they fall off every year and I grow a new set. How cool is that? God also gave me a unique power to help me communicate with the herd. That's called bugling. It's a little like roaring and whistling at the same time. It keeps my herd close together where we can be safe. Our herd even has scouts, a few elk who stand watch while others graze. We have to look out for each other. Do you have friends who look out for you? Friends you like to call out to when you're sad or silly, happy or hurting? Or do you sometimes butt heads with your buddies? Maybe you need the power to forgive and love a friend when you're not getting along. You don't have to do that all by yourself. Jesus gives you his power to help be a good friend. Jesus gave this powerful command in the Bible. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. If you're butting heads with your buddies and not getting along, you can trust Jesus' power and follow his words. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus.
Welcome to Imagination Station. I really can't believe it's our last day together. I've had so much fun making discoveries with you this week. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. But before we dig into that, I get to ask you one last time. Did you bring your imagination today? Since it's our last day at Rocky Railway, we need tons of imagination. I was talking to my friend Lawrence Elk, and he told me something amazing. Did you know that an elk can weigh as much as 730 pounds? I said, Lawrence, how do you power up to carry all that weight up a mountain? And he told me he eats 20 pounds of vegetation every single day. Do you have any vegetation where you're at? In a moment, I'm going to have you run to the nearest vegetation and touch it and then run back. It could be a houseplant or a flower or even a bag of carrots. Hurry and come right back. Now that we have our imagination sprouting, let's find out today's question. How many toes do elk have on each leg? Do they have 2 toes or 4 toes? Think about your answer. Ready? Okay, time for the drum roll so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is elk have 4 toes on each leg. Imagine that! It's our last day at Imagination Station, and today we're going to make power bands. Yay! Steam trains get their power from either wood or coal. So you can use wood beads or coal beads on your power band, or you can use both. But we get our power from Jesus. Every day at Rocky Railway, we discovered something new about Jesus' amazing power. So you'll add 1 cross to your power band to help you remember Jesus' power in your life. I'll walk you through the simple steps. As you work, remember that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Before you start, you'll need to find some tape and some kid-friendly scissors. And you may need a family member to lend a hand. In your kit, you'll have 10 beads. Some will be coal beads. Some will be wood beads. And you'll have 1 cross bead and an elastic band. The first step to making your power band is to tie a knot on one end of the string. Just like that. You're going to put the band down and grab your tape. Tape the band down either to a table or the floor. This is going to make it easier for you to string the beads. Next, thread your choice of beads onto the string, making sure to include at least 1 cross bead. You can do any pattern that you want. Now, remove the tape and work with a partner to tie the strings around your wrist and knot it so it fits just right. I had a grown-up help me cut the ends off my band, so now it looks nice and neat. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by giving a power band to a friend. That way, your friend can remember Jesus' power too. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by praying for someone every time you look at your bracelet. Well, believe it or not, we've come to the end of our time at Imagination Station. If you need a place to keep your power band, you can put it inside of a baggie. And if you have the Try This at Home sticker, it will help you remember today's point. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Thank you so much for joining us at Imagination Station here at Rocky Railway VBS, where we've learned that Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train. place in heaven for me. This train